Greetings, everybody. It's your old pal Frank here, and welcome to my Day 2 recap of the 2026 Spring Edition of the Montreal Sports Card Expo. So today, folks, a lot more damage was done. However, I think the stuff I got today, again, in my eyes, is pretty darn cool. The very first thing I did when I got to the expo was take care of my little dilemma I had concerning not getting my 2 free hockey card packs in my little VIP goodie bag. So after some waiting and whatnot, the 2 packs I received were 2 2021-22 Series 2 hobby packs. So I figured, what the heck, let's rip into these first and see if on the cusp of probably one of the biggest playoff games for the Habs tonight, if I could pull the Cole Caulfield Young Gun canvas. Anything is possible, right? All right, so let's crack into our first pack here. And yes, I will name all the cards just for the hell of it. Wow, I haven't opened any of this in a long time. All right, Nicholas Aubé-Kubel, Vladislav Gavrikov, Jamie Oleksiak. We do have a canvas. Connor Clifton. Jacob Markstrom. You knew I was going to do it. Jamie Benn. Colton Sissons. And our canvas card. Oh, it's sideways. Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. Brad freaking Marchand. That's a black, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, I think that's a black canvas. Okay, well, it's something, right? All right, let's see what we got in our second pack. So we pulled a canvas, just not the canvas. All right, we got Travis Hamonic, Anthony Mantha, Nikita Kucherov. We got a Cam Talbot French variant. Oh, I forgot about those. The old French variants. Okay. Sam Bennett. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Jonathan Drouin. Wow. And Ryan Lindgren. Okay, so a French variant and a possibly black canvas of the Rat. That's how we're kicking off our recap, folks. Anywho, alright, let's put those to the side. Let's get the wrapping out of the way and get into our haul. So, let's get one of the big items out of the way first. And that is my yearly signed puck. So this year, there were not a lot of guests for the Expo. Well, Spring Expo, I should say, because there's one in the fall too. There was not a lot of guests, and I think the main reason for that is because it's playoff time and whatnot, so kind of tough getting certain guests at the moment. But the guests they did have, Orlando Cabrera was there, former Montreal Expo. Uh, Bob Gainey was there today, who I think will be carrying the torch out tonight. Who else? There was Pierre Hood, who is basically the French voice of the Montreal Canadiens. Michael Kingsbury, Canadian Olympian. Who else? Marc Denis, the former NHL goalie, played with the Canadiens as well. Played with Columbus. And there's one other former Expo. He's going to be there tomorrow. And so basically, I just went with one guest, and that was, of course, Pierre Hood. And had a nice little chat with him and got him to sign a Habs puck for me. And there it is. So, Pierre Hood, and that is his famous catchphrase. Anyone out there watching, if you're familiar with watching RDS and you're familiar with watching a Habs game, whenever the Habs score, this man just brings everything to life by going, so I had to get the inscription. It was so neat, actually. Someone had him say the catchphrase as their ringtone, I believe. And getting to see the man say it in person, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Okay, I also got this. I see a lot of the modern collectors using these more and more for their really high-end slabs and whatnot. So I got this actually for my 53 Topps Satchel Page to protect it a bit more. It is a Evo Pro magnetic slab case. It's a metal case, so figure what the heck, you know. Gotta try and keep up with these modern kids. If I can't keep up with them with the cards that they're slinging, well, maybe I could keep up with them with some of the, you know, supplies they're using. Anyway. Alright, so I did pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new Martys today. And I'll show those at the end, because the last two I have here are pretty cool. So, yeah, I'll show the Martys last. But first, let me break these into two little chunks here. Let's start with some Deadpool action. Yes, there was a vendor there who had some of the 2018 Deadpool Sport Ball cards. And as you know, I am trying to put that set together and get the matching card to go with them that they're spoofing. So we got the Fleer. This one's from, I think that's what, 80, is that 85 4? I forget. But and the player who's doing this in his picture is oh jeez, I should know this. I'm drawing a blank right now. Also, I am again very bushed from the show today, so yeah, the brain's not thinking too clearly. But anyway, got another sport ball card for the set. Picked this up, paid like $8 for it, and it's from 07 SP Legendary Cuts, so the piece is, you know, real, was game used. This is numbered to 199, and it's Luis Aparicio. Again, it was in a box for $8. I'm like, yeah. Actually, I got this from the same person I got the sport ball card from, so we worked out a little deal, and I actually got this from him also. This is from 22-23 Upper Deck Series 2. I got the retired canvas of Mike Richter from his jersey retirement ceremony. So, very cool. Got some 73-74 tops. So we got Dave Keon, Rick Kehoe, and Mr. Oh, that's a crack on the top loader. Okay, good. Scared me for a second. Mr. Doug Favell. And then from 69 or 70? I think this is 70. Yeah. 70, 71 had the little spotlight things on the back of the picture. 71, 72 is, of course, what we all know. Anyway, I got the Calder Trophy. There was a vendor who had a couple more of these. He had like the, I think Lady Bing. He had the Stanley Cup, and he only had $5 on it, and I was gonna get it until closer inspection, and it had like a water stain, and I was like, oh, that killed it for me right there. Even at $5, that killed it for me. And I even managed to find another embroidered in history card for my set. So this is card number 42, and it is St. Patrick, Mr. Patrick Laine. Yes. It was in a box full of Habs cards, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, that's coming home. And then, of course, while looking through different boxes and whatnot, I did find a nice little chunk of 71, 72, not tops, but O-Pee-Chee. So we have the first All-Star team card of Expo, Phil Esposito. We got Eric Nestorenko, Wayne Carlton, Rick Smith, Lou Angotti, Daryl Edestrand, and this is probably one of the bigger pickups of the day. No, it's not a Ken Dryden rookie. No, it's not a Marcel Dion, and no, it's not a Guy Lafleur, but it's a Tony O. Yeah. That's kind of one of the forgotten, I find, pricey cards in this set. I mean, there's also the Gordie Howe, the Bobby Hull, the Bobby Orr, which I still need. But yeah, the Tony Esposito is another one of those bigger, pricier cards from the set. The vendor had a $50 price tag on it, and I got him down to $30. So I was pretty happy with that. Picked up this just in lieu of the playoffs and how well the Habs are doing and how much a pleasure this man is to watch on social media, on Instagram and whatnot. I got myself a 10-11 Upper Deck Series 2 rookie materials of one Mr. PK Subban. So there we go. Got a 2023 Tim Hortons Legendary Celebrations. It's one of the lenticular cards of Brad Richards. Still trying to complete that set. From 1819 Tim Hortons, we got a top line talent of Sidney Crosby. I figured some early Tim Hortons Crosby goodness would be cool to add to the collection. And then these are two big, well, not big, because one was only $15 and one was only 10. But my two, I think, best vintage pickups for today, or the only two real vintage pickups for today besides the hockey. I got this, I think this is from 1960, from Post Cereal, and this is CFL. we got a sweet George Dixon. I paid $10 for that. I was like, yeah, I'll pay $10 for that any day. And then from 1955 Parkhurst Wrestling, I got the rookie card of one Mr. Don Leo Jonathan. Because the vendor I bought the 71-72 Tony O from, he was dealing with another customer and he was looking through a bunch of wrestling stuff, and the vendor pulled out a huge stack of 55 Parkhurst, and I was like, 55 Parkhurst? I'm like, ooh, Don Leo Jonathan's rookie card is in that set. And when the guy was done, I asked him if I could take a look, and everything was in numerical order, and I'm zooming through, and bingo, card number 39. And I was like, oh yeah, that is definitely coming home. And now on to the Martys for today. First up, we got a 2003 Heads Up inside the numbers. So at this point in time, he had 324 wins, 168 losses, 85 ties, and a 2.21 goals against average. Very nice. I'll just put them on the stack here. Next, we got a 2001 Upper Deck. What does that say? What is that script? Oh, Power Portfolios. That's pretty cool. Here we got a 98-99 Omega Online. So I'm not really familiar with the Omega Hockey Online program. So I don't know how this went about. Maybe you went to the website and you got the card. I don't know, but this was in a $2 box. So I was like, hell yeah. And here are my two big Marty pickups for today. Starting with a 2004 Pacific All-Star Game used net, numbered to $4.99. Look at that. 2003 All-Star Game. Joe Thornton, Marty Brodeur, and Marian Hossa. Yeah, that's cool. Like, I know everyone goes crazy over the big net cord cards now and everything. I think this is pretty neat. Yes, I did pay. Well, actually, I bought this, the next big card I'm about to show you, and all those Martys. I think I paid like $70 in a package deal, so not that bad. But this is pretty cool. I mean, Joe Thornton and Marian Hossa both made their second NHL All-Star appearance in 2003. Marty Brodeur, who went on to lead the Devils to a Stanley Cup later in the year, defended this All-Star net and denied 8 of the 9 shots he faced. So, there we go. I don't have any net cord cards or whatever, but this is pretty darn close to it. Actually, yeah, technically I do have a net cord card now. But anyway, so yeah, that was pretty cool. I was looking through a box of Martys, and the guy at the table pulled that out. He goes, "Here, take a look at that." And I'm like, "Oh, wow, that is cool." And then the final card we have here, this is from 10-11 Panini Donruss. And this is number 27 out of 50. And this is the Boys of Winter. But if you could see it, there's a little piece of writing there. Now, my camera is terrible at focusing, but it says Prime. And that is because, from what I found out with Panini Donruss, any card that has Prime, that's their version of a patch card. I saw the jersey version of this. I have the just the regular base version of it. And yeah, now I have the patch version. So I think if the jersey version that I saw today is still available at the table I saw at tomorrow, I'm probably gonna pick it up. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So, and that's everything. That's my day 2 roundup. And what timing, because it is currently 7:54. There is exactly 6 minutes till puck drop in Game 6 versus the Montreal Canadiens and the Buffalo Sabres. It's elimination day, boys. Let's go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know the routine. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to check out the description before leaving, because there's always a ton of links down there to some awesome channels I think you should be checking out if you're not already. I know for my day 1 recap, if you check, there's nothing down there. That is because as soon as I turned the camera off last night, I crashed. So I will fill in all the technical jargon in the description in day 1's video a little later. Also, before leaving, if you'd like to, though you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you'd like to, click that subscribe button. And if you do, make sure to click the little bell next to it so it lets you know when my videos go live. And that's about it. So I hope you guys have a great remaining Saturday. For all the hockey nuts out there, for all the Habs fans out there, all I have to say is go Habs go. And I will see you back here tomorrow for my day 3 recap. So till then, folks, I say to all of you out there watching, laters!